Music therapy has proven useful with dementia patients, and this robot can help improve cognitive function through music therapy. Additionally, the robot can help patients perform guided exercises and stimulate memory by using music. A biography app called Curiosity has been integrated into the schema of the robot, allowing the patient to refresh memories and relive moments. The only drawback of these robots is the associated costs. An ultralight airplane is very different from a conventional airplane. It looks like a lawn chair with wings, weighs no more than 254 pounds, flies up to 60 miles an hour, and carries about 5 gallons of fuel. Most ultralights are sold as kits and take about 40 hours to assemble. Flying an ultralight airplane is so easy that a pilot with no experience can fly one. Dolphins are regarded as the friendliest creatures in the sea, and stories of them helping drowning sailors have been common since Roman times. The more we learn about dolphins, the more we realize that their society is more complex than people previously imagined. In order to increase the efficiency of agricultural production, in particular for crop production sector, it is necessary to enhance the self-sufficiency level in seed production through the implementation of a number of activities such as surface reclamation of the available agricultural land plots, water supply, particularly via drip and underground irrigation, fertilization with organic and mineral fertilizers, and growth stimulants produced through innovative technologies. The Bermuda Triangle occupies a disturbing and almost unbelievable place in the world's catalogue of unexplained mysteries. More than 100 planes and ships have vanished in this area into the air since 1945, and more than 1,000 lives have been lost, without a single body or even a piece wreckage from the vanishing planes or ships having been found. For dementia patients working full-time jobs, a virtual assistant can be handy. Amazon and Google have launched voice-activated virtual assistants. Dementia patients can control the lights, set reminders, call family members, play music, and complete a wide array of tasks using voice control. This is a liberating experience and adds to the independence of the patients. The interface and commands can be further simplified using a controlled setting. One of the most important prerequisites for further productivity increase in the field of agriculture and food security problem solution is strengthening rural settlements and increasing the incomes of the rural population. There is still a need for specification of state policy and its directions related to the improvement of the situation created in the rural communities, considering elimination of polarization and inequality between the village and city. The drama in opera is presented using the primary elements of theatre such as scenery, costumes, and acting. However, the words of the opera, or libretto, are sung rather than spoken. The singers are accompanied by a musical ensemble ranging from a small instrumental ensemble to a full symphonic orchestra. Alzheimer's is one of the most disabling neurocognitive diseases. A person diagnosed with Alzheimer's slowly loses cognitive function and ultimately becomes entirely dependent upon the caregivers. Caregivers must help the patient in everyday activities ranging from walking to cooking, eating, and so on. In most caregiving facilities, a single caregiver often handles more than one patient, which results in caregiver burnout. Modern scientific and technological developments in the practice of medicine and public health have drawn nursing into new and wider fields of activity, and its functions have been expanded accordingly. Therefore, nursing is no longer limited mainly to activities within the hospital, or to what is called curative nursing. For automatic optical inspection (AOI) machines that were introduced to printed circuit board market more than 5 years ago, illumination technique and light devices are outdated. Images captured by old AOI machines are not easy to be recognized by typical optical character recognition (OCR) algorithms, especially for dark silk. Venus has a relatively thin atmosphere like the Earth's, but Venus's atmosphere consists of more than 90% carbon dioxide, compared to less than 4% in that of the Earth. Because of its higher percentage of carbon dioxide, Venus's atmosphere traps much more heat radiation than does the Earth's. From a macroeconomic perspective, in this era of globalization, economic openness also occupies an important position. In the country's economic system environment, free trade ports actively expand economic openness, enhance international ties, reach more international transactions, and optimize the level of import and export, all of which are an improvement in the value of economic factors. Average life expectancy at birth in Mexico increased from 36 years in 1950 to 74 in 2000, and that by 2050 it will reach 80 years, a figure in the range of that projected for developed countries. It is perhaps important to note that, unlike in developed countries, in non-developed countries the process of population aging is occurring at a faster pace, with a number of variables that make it difficult for society to adapt to this process, adding new ones to already chronic social problems. In the development of infrastructures and food market formation, it is very such as juice, beverage, canning, dry fruit industry and too important to ensure a mutually beneficial and uninterrupted relations between producers and processors. It is necessary to increase the production output of the traditional processing branches, organize the sale of those products in the foreign market. Erosion of America's farmland by wind and water has been a problem since settlers first put the prairies and grasslands under the plow in the 19th century. By the 1930s, more than 282 million acres of farmland were damaged by erosion. After 40 years of conservation efforts, soil erosion has accelerated due to new demands placed on the land by heavy crop production. Probably never before in human history have so many people, on a sustained basis, approached these Matusalenic experiences. Never before has humanity faced the challenge of restructuring its streets, its architecture, its cities, its care and health practices, its social and public policies. The agenda of changes to be faced implies profound modifications of all kinds, involving not only socio-cultural, but also economic and productive transformations that we are just beginning to outline. An article appeared on the Alzheimers.net webpage summarized several key pieces of equipment available to dementia patients. The technologies listed in this article fall under the category of assistive technologies, as their goal is to enable the patient to perform everyday tasks on their own. Climate is one of the important drivers of ecosystems' health, compositions, and other Earth systems. That is, the impact of climatic conditions over the Earth's surface and its variations has the propensity to affect certain areas such as agriculture, public health, water supplies, energy production and use, land use, and development, as well as recreational activities. Data from the Pioneer spacecraft of NASA apparently prove the theory that the high surface temperature of Venus is due to an atmospheric greenhouse effect caused mainly by a blanket of carbon dioxide. Such a greenhouse effect is created when energy in the form of sunlight easily passes through a planet's atmosphere, warms its surface, and is converted to heat radiation that is then held in by the atmosphere from top to bottom.